Da 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 da. Fuck!
Hello, guys. Thanks for coming back or joining us. Or, I mean, if you've been keeping up with us for a while, which we know you haven't, we've been taking a long break due to, you know,
Life.
yep.
Specifically school.
Yeah, and then that short little break where you're like, okay, now I'm done school and I don't want to do anything. And now I'm going to say we're back.
I also made a trip to Disney.
Without us.
I did, I'm
Where's
sorry.
the invite? Jeez.
I have a funny story for you guys, though.
Go on.
Okay, so, at Disney, they had a bunch of character meetings and whatnot, and since Disney has acquired Lucasfilms, they had some meet and greets with various Star Wars characters.
Right.
So, some highlights. I met Chewbacca, who was the sweetest, nicest, warmest little cuddly boy.
I've always thought that.
And, I met him. He, shook my hand, gave me a big hug. He liked my hat. He said, because I was wearing, an adventurer-style hat, and, he liked my hat. And then he pointed out my bracelet. I was wearing a leather bracelet. And then he pointed out, his belt. And he's like, that's cool. And, yeah, it was awesome. But the highlight was when I met the one and only Kylo Ren. And they, made the whole thing seem like you were actually on, one of their bases. So, all the workers were, really mean, and, it was like they were from the First Order. And then Kylo Ren walks in just fucking pissed. And then, I go to take a picture and, go to put my arm around him and, don't touch him. I'm like, okay. So, I was super uncomfortable. And then, he just, he just wanted us to leave because Aaron was also wearing a Rebels shirt, which he wasn't too happy about. And as I was leaving, I said, hey, make sure you tell your dad I said hi. And he squared up with me and said, silence, you leave now. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I told him to tell his dad I said hi.
Good.
Well, keep on
Good.
the scene, please. I have a question about the Chewbacca meeting.
Go for it.
Now, did he say he liked your...
I could just, no, he did not. He made he made sounds. I consider myself rather fluent in Wookiee.
Did they teach that on Asgard, too?
I was just going to say that.
Cool. That's cool. I'm jealous as fuck. I want to go now, but... Well, actually, I wanted to go before, but, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, shall we jump in? I have a small bit of news for you boys.
Ooh, news.
So, there has been confirmation of a Sherlock Holmes 3 with Robert Downey Jr.
Hey.
Yep, pretty excited.
Yeah, I like those
I can't wait to see Victorian Tony Stark.
Yep. Rick and Morty got 70 more episodes.
Fuck, I didn't remember the words. Dub, that's it.
Yep, you got there.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Rick and Morty right now, apparently.
Yeah. So that's great. That's a lot of seasons, but not enough to get to the Szechuan sauce, if my math is correct.
What?
I mean, we're just gonna have to see.
God damn it.
So I found an article that said Infinity War was the end of the first book in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that Avengers 4 will be the beginning of the second book. And they were very specific with the word book.
Interesting.
So they're publishing books and all the movies. That's even a really long book.
It's gonna be like Lord of the Rings times 3, but they're gonna be worth it. There's gonna be nice pictures and.
Now, is it going to be easier to read than Lord of the Rings, or is it going to be the same kind of freaking Tolkien writing where it's just he describes random things for a whole entire page? Well, you're Cap Shield is 3 pages of description about.
I'm gonna assume
stripes.
Worse than
I
that.
hope not. That'd be a long book.
No, it's gonna be worse than that. It's gonna be like they have to explain CGI, so however long that'll take.
Fucking explain CGI. So
there's actually a whole 500-page section on the history of the vibranium meteorite.
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Fuck. Let's go.
It's in the prologue,
It's the
which
prologue.
is 1,700 pages.
I I couldn't commit to something about not that kind of book. That I feel like I would probably just end my life immediately.
My biggest concern with whatever Marvel was trying to do with that is, what does that do with Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel? If it,
Which are in the middle.
yeah, they're not in book 1, but they're not in book 2, so they're like,
they're free floaters. I mean, they could be. We just didn't see them.
right. And now Avengers 4 ends Phase 3, correct?
I believe so.
It's just
Something.
weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe Ant-Man and Captain Marvel happened in a vacuum.
Maybe. Some sort
There's
of
just no time and space.
temporal vacuum.
They have to have Ant-Man and the Wasp take place before Infinity War, right?
I think it'll be
Probably.
before or during,
Sure.
but I
not
think
concurrent.
yeah, but I think we can talk about that when we get to all those characters that happen in Infinity
Yeah,
War.
for sure. Because
Yeah.
I mean, they did play pretty important roles in
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing about having it concurrent though is Infinity War didn't really span that long of a time. I don't think the events of Infinity War happened relatively back to back to back.
I think 2
I would be
days.
surprised if that took a week. If they said
I
this
thought
was
it was an afternoon.
2 days.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say a day or two or something like that.
Yeah.
Those were the events. So if Ant-Man and the Wasp happens at the same time frame, that's gonna have to move really, really quickly for a solo movie.
But it
'Cause
might.
Solo movies are a bit longer.
It very well
I think
might
we should
though.
also just throw out there right now that there's going to be spoilers throughout this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing. There's not a non-spoiler section. We're just
Oh.
diving in. So just a heads up, guys.
Yeah, a bit late, but true. Yeah, don't come and get spoiled, or we'll spoil your butthole.
But with I think Infinity War is going to be 2 days, and with the way Ant-Man and the Wasp trailers have been, it looks like it's not going to take place over multiple weeks. I think it's going to be
the
a
last one
small.
was just kind of like a heist, and
Exactly.
the fact before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that kind of takes I figure the original Ant-Man probably took about at least a week, right?
Yeah.
Because actually probably even longer. Because actually, if you think about it, he had to train the Ant-Man. He had a training sequence with the Ant-Man suit, which
Right.
time. But just the way the movie's been looking in the trailers, I imagine there's going to be some sort of a couple days have passed. So I mean, they could have it happen kind of concurrently, and but Ant-Man starts a bit before Infinity War, and then it ends at the same time, and the after credit scene, people get ashed or something like that.
Yeah, that's what
don't
I
know.
think.
But we'll wait and see, because I don't really exactly know what the plot of Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be right now anyway, so.
Clayton,
Yeah.
can I ask you to just slow down a touch? I think you're coming out a bit weird on my laptop, which is the recording, and you might not be legible.
Eric, are you calling me weird?
Yes.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I am offended.
Good. That was the intention. It's supposed to offend you into slowing down.
Fuck, I guess you got me. I mean, I'll try. I have a tendency to talk fast, though, so.
I know. I got 2 more things of news. Miss Marvel is confirmed going to be in the MCU sometime after Captain Marvel. Which.
Okay.
Now, I think a footnote for that is Kevin Feige did the most Kevin Feige thing ever, in which he said, yeah, we're definitely going to work on that probably in the future sometime.
Yes.
So it's super not concrete, but it's definitely
In the
being
works.
thrown around.
Yeah.
Which is cool. He's been saying that with a lot of different obscure people lately. It's yeah, we're definitely going to talk about thinking about doing it.
That's my last piece, is there's rumors of an Eternals script in the works. And for people who don't know what the Eternals were, which was Clayton and I as of an hour ago, they're cosmic beings that were created by the Celestials, and they've got super strength and powers, and I feel like they're kind of Inhuman-y-ish.
Oh, I love the Inhumans.
Yeah, it's gonna be them, but
Four fans.
better. I mean,
Isn't Ego a Celestial?
yeah.
So doesn't that make Star-Lord half eternal?
No.
Semi-eternal?
The article, the link I was reading said that they created people. They were created by scientific experiments, whereas I think Ego just kind of stuck his dick in someone.
Multiple someones if you watch the movie.
True.
Might have been. He was experimenting.
I mean, you're right.
Actually, we don't really know how much he experimented while doing it.
True.
Well, I mean, there was one part of that movie where it showed all the different species he fucked to get like an heir.
Yeah, and there's
So
some weird.
I think it was an experiment for sure.
Oh boy, anyways, moving on before I say something inappropriate.
So Infinity War.
Before we get that, I have yet to see the Deadpool 2 movie, but I would like to address a couple of their marketing things.
Okay.
Okay.
Two of my favorites were one, there is a Celine Dion song featuring Deadpool, which I think is just lovely.
Tremendous.
And then Ryan Reynolds also appeared on a random Korean singing talent show.
I saw that.
Which, why the fuck not?
Of course he did.
Yeah, of course. This is very him to do, I guess.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, like, in real life. Like, he is Deadpool, so.
And that's all I've got. So, the war that never ends.
Infinity War.
I don't get it.
That's fine.
So, how'd you guys think of it?
Who wants to go first here?
Oh, wait. Andrew, recap us.
Yes.
We're doing an Andrew recap.
Okay.
Full Infinity War spoilers ahead, if you didn't pick up
Okay.
on Andrew recap it. But
So basically, what these past 18 movies have been building to is this. Essentially, in the past movies, there have been these things called Infinity Stones, which are said to hold great power. And this one guy named Thanos really just wants that power because he wants to erase exactly half the universe so as to avoid overpopulation, give more resources to the people left. So this guy wants to get the gauntlet that holds the Infinity Stones so that he can accomplish this task. This task brings him to Earth because two of the six Infinities... Five?
Six.
Six? Okay. Two of the Infinity Stones are, in fact, on Earth. So basically, this sets him on a course against both the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers, and they are trying to stop him because mass genocide on the trillions of people level is probably not the best thing, and not something that the Avengers probably want in this world. So it's them trying to fend off Thanos from accomplishing his goal. Movie.
And now, should we just say how it goes right now so we can talk about all the characters? Like, should we like full on spoil this right now?
Thanos wins.
Oh boy, does he!
Oh yeah, he wins with the snap of a finger. He wins.
And it's a haunting scene. Like, there's no music. Everyone's just disappearing. You're just watching characters get vaporized, turn to ash.
Fucking ruthless.
Mr. Stark,
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That was an ad-libbed line, eh?
I know, and the fucking Tom Holland added that. That was the worst scene to watch. That got me. I love Spider-Man. I love Tom Holland Spider-Man because he's really good at it.
Yep.
And I was like, no, stop. Too much. Fuck.
Yeah, so it didn't go well.
No. How many times have you guys seen it?
Thrice.
I've seen it twice.
Me as well, Andrew.
Okay.
I'm actually going to see it a third time tonight, but...
Ooh.
Should we, do you want to go through, the groups, essentially? Go through it, group-wise, the people on Earth, the people on Titan?
Sure, we could do, groups and plot, and then we could go individual character and thought.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
sure.
cool.
So, do we want to start...
I mean, the first group is, kind of Thor, Hulk, and them at the very beginning.
Yeah. So, why don't we start there, go through the plot, and, kind of say where everyone is or where they end up, I guess. I feel like that's a decent place to start with the characters.
Yeah. So the end credit scene of Thor, skip ahead 5 to 10 minutes, and that is where the movie opens up. And basically, Thanos and Squad just fuck them up big time.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, and Loki dies. He gets
Loki. Mm-hmm.
murdered.
I think
Heimdall,
Time too.
not the Soul Stone.
Update.
Got rid of that one real quick.
Yeah, Hulk gets his fucking dick kicked in.
Oh
That
yeah.
was awesome.
Cause like he starts off real strong. He's like throwing him and punching him and shit. You're like, oh shit, maybe this guy's kind of a bitch. And then like one of his squad members is all like, should we step in? They're like, no, he's having fun.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that, I was like,
shit.
fuck, yeah, fucking Ebony Maw's like, don't worry about it, he's got this. Let him have his fun. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus, the Hulk's dick, it's done.
He proceeds to throat punch him in the back, throw him, just all this shit, and it's just, oh, wow.
Yeah,
Poor
like,
little guy.
Thanos essentially matched Hulk's strength and power, and just did it with, like, the intelligent, like, combat ease of Batman versus me.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
Street fighting.
fuck me, like, that was, even just that scene alone was like, oh shit, this is Thanos, boys, let's go.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
then,
think those two things really set the tone for the rest of the movie. It's like, okay, Hulk just got his ass kicked, and Loki got fucking murked. So, what's gonna happen in the rest of this film?
That purple boy's not playing around, boys, let's go. Do we want to talk about the people from Thor Ragnarok that didn't show up in the movie? Or, like, do you guys know, 'cause I do know, or I have an idea, do you guys know where the other characters, like, Valkyrie and Korg and all of them ended up?
I don't know where they ended up, but I'm pretty sure they're confirmed alive.
yeah, I think so.
Valkyrie is confirmed alive. For whatever reason, which is kind of mysterious in its own way, they refused to confirm the whereabouts or state of Korg and Meek.
I think that's just a joke.
Probably, but they did confirm Valkyrie and a couple other groups of Asgardian refugees did get away, and then Korg and Meek are MIA, just because they're more important to me than Valkyrie is because Korg and Meek.
Correct.
Now, do you think they might have held off on releasing if Korg is alive because he was played by the director of that movie? Because if the director's not directing again, then
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that could be a thing. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I still wasn't sure if you guys, like, knew where the rest of those characters were, so that's why I brought it up.
I think an interesting thing is, okay, so Thanos wants to wipe out half of all life, right?
Yeah.
So he already manually killed all the Asgardians, like half of them.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when he snapped his fingers, would that further kill the half of a half? So
I
would
think
that
we're
kill a
down to-
quarter of them?
Yeah, I think there's like a quarter of Asgardians left.
So he just fucking ruined them.
Oh yeah.
Asgardians are dicked.
And I mean, half of Gamora's planet that he had already halved.
True.
Yeah.
His social experiment.
And all of the Nova Corps
Oh
are
fuck.
half. So
Decimated.
they just got quartered.
Yeah.
Was the Nova Corps already at half, or did he just fucking murder them all, did they say?
I'm gonna assume he halved it.
Fair enough. I think in the movie they literally just said, like, he decimated the Nova Corps, and I was like, well, that fucking sucks for them.
Poor John C. Reilly.
Yeah, I hope John C. Reilly and his green girl, or his green wife are okay.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I guess he was part of the military, so the odds are probably pretty low, but...
So then should we follow Thor from there? Or...
Sure. Well, let's just put it this way. Hulk is transported to Earth before, as the Heimdall's dying wish, and we can follow Thor from here out until he meets up with the rest of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, Hulk goes back to Earth, Thor gets caught in the explosion that is Thanos' wrath, and eventually meets the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is where we can go next.
So the Guardians...
I loved every scene with them.
Fantastic.
So fucking...
So James Gunn wrote all of the Guardians lines, and James Gunn is the director of both the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So he was fully in charge of what his characters were saying, minus the "Why is Gamora" line that was improvised.
Yeah, that was just Batista, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you one better. Why is Gamora? That movie had, like, for a movie that made me, like, cry inside, you know, I laughed a lot too, you know? It was like it was a pleasant hurt.
It was exactly so good, so bad, so
They
good.
finally kind of dealt with the problem that I've had with a lot of the, especially a lot of the more recent MCU movies, where it's like, really funny, but then something big happens, and then it just makes a joke of it, like, in the same scene.
Yeah.
I think this did a good balance of funny, dark, funny, inappropriate situations, but also respecting the more dramatic things that happened.
Yeah, like not like Deadpool funny, but also not like Cable or DC Universe dark, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor, they have to go do stuff against Thanos, and Thor decides he needs a new hammer because, spoilers for Thor Ragnarok, his got destroyed in the trailer.
Yeah, so Thor, I mean, after some playful banter that, have fun with that.
There was a dick measuring contest.
A dick measuring contest between Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth. And then Thor and Rocket Groot go off to find Thor another hammer, and by find I mean make.
Wait.
And then, yep.
Thor, Rocket, and moody teenage Groot.
Moody teenage Groot. Fucking Gallagher Groot. And then Gamora, Drax, Star-Lord go off to try and prevent Thanos from getting the Reality Stone from the Collector, which, spoilers, they don't.
Correct. I think that's some really good Thanos in that scene, where he's
oh my god.
just turns them to dust, turns them to spaghetti and bubbles, does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, he literally like fucking plays them like a violin there. That whole like not a moment of that was not under his control.
Yeah.
Cause like she fucking killed him, and it was like, okay, what? Oh shit, no. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Sorry, fucking Mantis.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Guardians go there. He gets the Reality Stone and Gamora, and then promptly fucks off.
Because Gamora knows where the Soul Stone is.
Because Gamora apparently knows where the Soul Stone is.
That was weird to me.
Why?
Like, that kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, oh, you just casually knew where an Infinity Stone was? Just
Does it? Did they mention that in Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
I don't think so.
But
They didn't?
to me, it makes sense because she's been Thanos' daughter for a while. So at one point, she would have been out looking for Infinity Stones like the rest of his children are. And she would have found it and then I guess had her change of heart, maybe by the Soul Stone. And then decided to burn them
That
out.
was just really weird and seemingly forced to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my favorite way to put the Soul Stone in there, but, like, I guess it works without having to force other characters into positions that they don't want them in. The only thing is, like, when they kind of, like, when they do that recording where Gamora says to Nebula that she knows where the Soul Stone is, I could not remember for the life of me if that happened in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I just
really don't
completely
think
forgot. So. Yeah, like, I don't know.
I think we would have known if...
You think so, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, did we see that before or not? Because I couldn't remember, but I figured I should have remembered that if I had heard it. But
we had a video, like we had a podcast where we talked about things that we think might happen, or at least a segment of one. And one of our things that we talked about was where the Soul Stone was. So I think we would have mentioned if Gamora knew.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's true too. I figured I'd ask just in case I completely forgot something really important.
I mean, it's not like Clayton listens to our podcast. Let's be honest, no one does.
That's true. I was talking to my parents about that the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I used to listen to them. I used to listen to them here and there. You haven't put one up in a while." My dad was like, "Yeah, I've never touched them." I was like, "I don't doubt that, nor did I expect it."
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, Gamora just knew where the Soul Stone was, which is fine. It was fine. It was cool. Red Skull's there, so.
Yeah, that was great.
Out of nowhere.
That was, I think, the most surprised I was. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I gasped.
I didn't even consider this being a thing.
Yeah.
Was it Hugo Weaving or no? I never Googled.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was an impersonator.
Okay. I didn't think it was because, he didn't really want to do it again, but, like, also I didn't Google it, so.
It's an actor from The Walking Dead who is also very well known for his impressions.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know his name?
I could tell you in, like, 3 seconds.
He'll remember soon.
Important, but I just know some of the actors from The Walking Dead because I used to watch it.
He plays Aaron on The Walking Dead.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Ross Marquand is the name.
Yeah, I know the face when he's not Red Skull. And Red Skull, apparently. But, yeah, I guess, well, my we'll follow Gamora from here. So yeah, and then so who wants to take? I've kind of been leading the recap here. Anyone else want to take this or?
Well, then the rest of the Guardians, after Gamora gets taken, they find Nebula somehow and then go to Titan.
Okay, let's pause there and then catch up with other characters.
Yeah.
Nebula comes to Titan after the Guardians.
Oh, so they get to Titan first, and then Nebula shows up?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Thor, Teenage Groot, and Rocket go to a extinguished sun to find giant Peter Dinklage.
Was the sun called Westeros? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the opening of Game of Thrones, didn't it?
A little bit.
I think that may have been the point.
You think so?
Maybe. I mean, it was Peter Dinklage. Why not? It's pretty easy to do.
Are you allowed to do that? Just like take the look from Game of Thrones because you took Peter Dinklage too? Like,
Just a likeness. I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, unless he's contractually obliged to keep his beard for Game of Thrones, and he just kept it for the movie.
Yeah.
And didn't CGI it like another superhero movie.
Alright, let's move on. Yeah, I mean, my favorite part of that is the fact that Peter Dinklage was finally bigger than someone else, so.
Yeah, that was good.
They still called him a dwarf.
Yep.
True. Oh, fuck
So-
that, yeah.
Things happen. Thor gets a new axe hammer that can channel the Bifrost, and its name is...
Teenage Groot became a man.
Yes.
It's called the Hacksmer, thank you.
Hacksmere.
Yeah, Hacksmer, Stormbreaker the Hacksmer.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, so he gets his new Hacksmer, and yeah, the Bifrost thing's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what they do is they transport to Earth during the middle of stuff that happens on Earth. And
And we'll go back to that later.
Pause there. Okay, way back to very early on in the movie.
We're going to Hulk right now.
Bruce Banner gets zapped into the Sanctum of Sanctorum,
correct.
Yeah.
and he is scared. So he decides to acquire allies. So the first person he calls via Doctor Strange is Tony Stark.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, listen, this is bad. We need help. And then as that happens, they get attacked by two members of Thanos' Black Order.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
they're pretty strong.
I mean,
Yes.
when you say they, specifically Ebony Maw is retardedly OP. Like, Ebony Maw was so freaking strong.
Very cool, though.
Oh, yeah.
Insanely cool. I mean, the Black Dwarf was, like, fine. He's basically just, like, another big strong man, but I did not expect Thanos' right-hand man to be, like, a match for Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and all of them, like, almost at the same time, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Wong, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, so
Spider-Man also got recruited into the battle because he saw it happening from his bus.
Yep. We got
The
Stan
line
Lee.
from Ned was very funny. Like, hey, I need you to make a distraction. A genuine freakout follows.
Yeah.
oh my god, we're all gonna die.
And then
you
Stan Lee's
know-
line.
Oh, sorry.
I thought Stan Lee's line was really good. What? Haven't you seen a spaceship before? Which is fantastic in that universe, because, I mean...
Calm down, watcher.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys know in the original Infinity War comic that instead of the Hulk crashing through the Sanctum Sanctorum, it's Silver Surfer?
Yeah.
And it's like the exact same scene now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I read that on Facebook because...
Bruce Banner is the Silver Surfer, confirmed.
That'd be interesting. But yeah, so that happens, they get attacked. Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man all end up on a donut ship going back to Titan.
Yep.
And then Wong fucks off promptly because, I mean, if you were Wong, would you really want to fight that anymore?
Absolutely not.
And Bruce Banner does the most logical thing and calls Captain America.
Yeah. Should we...
Do we want to follow Iron Man or stay on Earth?
Let's follow Iron Man.
Cool, I'm down with that. So Iron Man has the coolest thing ever existing in his nanoparticle suit.
Yes, it is.
That was like insanely cool freaking like Iron Man suit.
And
Yeah.
so Clayton and I were
I
talking...
like the intro to it when he's just kind of like walking up to him, takes off the sunglasses. Like, oh, cool, fun.
Yeah, like that was just insanely like fun to watch. Like I had an argument with one of my other pals in St. Thomas about why that was like the greatest invention ever. Essentially, not ever, but like why that was like the greatest Iron Man suit bar none. Because I don't think he understood exactly how like that suit worked. But I just like scienced him, and by scienced him I mean I yelled comic book stuff at him until he just stopped talking. So
That's fair. Yeah,
he's a nano guy.
I was pretty pumped as a nano person to see the nanotech there. And I have a theory. So, in Iron Man 2, he has to change from palladium to power his arc reactor to the new element that he made so it doesn't kill him. My theory is that he's using palladium nanoparticles or whatever the new element, nanoparticles, as the base for his new suit. And that's my theory, and it will never not be confirmed.
Yep, because they're never going to talk about that because it's boring.
Exactly.
But yeah, so Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Strange are on the donut ship on their hurtling through space. Ebony Maw follows them, and the Black Dwarf doesn't. Ebony Maw's on the ship, the Black Dwarf stays on Earth.
Yeah.
Spider-Man makes amazing movie references, and they manage to, get Doctor Strange out of trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, they alien Ford.
Have you ever seen the movie Alien? Fuck.
You know what? I think my biggest problem with this movie was
What's that?
the fact that afterwards Tony Stark says no more movie reference or like no more pop culture references.
Yeah.
But it saved your ass twice, man. Why
And
would
then
you want more?
goes ahead and makes pop culture references.
Yeah, Spider-Man pop culture references have been one of Iron Man's fights for a while now. But yeah, so they eventually get to Titan. And then the Guardians also show up after the Reality Stone fiasco.
Yeah.
Fun banter ensues.
Correct.
My favorite being Star-Lord asking Peter Parker if Footloose is still the greatest movie of all time, and Peter Parker promptly replying that it never was.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. And they proceed to try and come up with a plan to take out Thanos, which is a valiant effort.
I like.
They would have won if it wasn't for those meddling kids and that dumb Star-Lord.
I disagree. I think that was part of the plan.
I see, yeah, because, I mean, the way it's going to end up working out, because this is the only way movies ever work out, is that obviously Doctor Strange did this thing where he saw 14 million, etc. Possible endings for this, and only one of them they won. I'm going to be solidly confident in saying that he just didn't want to tell them that no matter what they did, they weren't going to win. But as long as Tony Stark survived, they had a chance in the future.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Tony Stark's vital to the survival of every other person.
He's the
Did
lowest.
you guys think it was weird at all that Thanos seemed to like have a personal connection to Tony Stark?
How do you say?
Like, I don't know, like after their like little 1v1 match when like everyone else was kind of like out of commission, and like he stabs them and sits them down. Like they're kind of talking, so you're this Stark I've heard of, like that type of thing. Like I don't know, it seemed like there was something there. Like it's like they interacted before, which I thought was a little weird. That's just the vibe that I got.
I think it was Soul Stone.
Soul Stone.
I think it was the Soul Stone, so he just knows who Tony Stark was and did, and because he has the Soul Stone.
I was just gonna think of some sort of mutual respect thing as Tony Stark's. As of now, Tony Stark's kind of like the front man of the MCU and like the big honcho on campus.
Well, yeah.
I was kind of putting the connection as like he's the big guy. His feet might have traveled throughout the galaxy. I mean, he is the guy who took out the Chitauri. So like,
that's fair.
Like the Avengers fought with Chitauri, but Iron Man is the one who ended the fight and obliterated Thanos' army, because that was Thanos' army. So
yeah, because maybe something got back to him. Like, okay, that's the guy. Okay,
like, that's the Iron Man who essentially blew up your forces.
That's all my concerns. Yeah, that's
yeah. So I just figured it was kind of like he knew who he was and respected them as someone else who was like very driven and very like strong and smart and kind of like a professional kind of courtesy almost.
Okay, that's fair. Cool.
But yeah, so that happens.
So they fight Thanos.
Cool. Sorry?
They fight Thanos and lose.
Yep, they lose. Actually, honestly, they put up a good fight.
They do.
Like, they put up a much better fight on Titan than any of the heroes on Earth did.
See, big Dragon Ball fan, so power scaling is typically a thing that I am very okay with pushing to the side because it's going to be a problem if you want like entertainment. But I'm just going to address something for this movie. He had the Power Stone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like Ronan, all he had to do was drop it on the planet and he would have won.
Yeah, but that would have killed
How is
everyone.
he able to just like one-hit KO these guys?
He could.
Because that was well, not with the the thing that the difference is the fact that the gauntlet, essentially the gauntlet, it like channels the stone's energy. Where when Ronan had it, essentially the Power Stone. Imagine it as like an unstable reactor core. Like it was just gonna react with whatever it touched, which is why it killed anything like that touched it essentially. So if it touched organic matter, as in the planet, it was essentially just gonna react because it was almost like a primal nature.
Okay, so
in the gauntlet, it's almost as like stabilizing the reactor core so you can use the energy.
okay, so maybe like a battery type thing, like battery acid, bad, melts things, destroy things.
But
Put
in
in
the
a battery, you could be used for something more.
Yeah, and that's why that's why Thanos had to like use the gauntlet to use the power. Essentially, he couldn't just touch the gems to the ground and have them do their thing.
Right.
As for the stones being kind of like less powerful than they were before, that was probably just Thanos not wanting to like if he accidentally disintegrated or used the Power Stone and accidentally destroyed the Time Stone, that would kind of ruin his plans, right? Or like the Mind Stone, because obviously we've seen in the movie that they can be destroyed because Scarlet Witch pulled it off. So like if he has the Power Stone and unleashes his full might on the whole entire group immediately, he might accidentally destroy the Time Stone, which kind of really ruins his whole entire plan, right? So
Yeah.
I just figured it kind of like those things put into combination would make it so like yes, both hold back, and also like the raw power of the stones are kind of like he takes like the wild like primal nature of the stones and kind of tames them and controls them with the gauntlet.
I disagree a little bit, Clayton. Only on his motives for holding back. I think he could destroy the entire Earth if he wanted to, but it's the fact that he just has no desire in completely killing everything.
He wants balance.
He wants balance, and he wants something to push against him. He wants competition. In the comics, the Thanos character wants to be defeated, and that's why he seeks out the Avengers to fight, because he wants a challenge. And I think that's what he's doing in here. He could have easily pulled the entire moon down onto them when they were on Titan. But, he only took a couple chunks because he can.
That brings up another kind of thing that I was thinking of. I'm going to kind of bookmark it because I think there's a better example a little later in the movie. But did you guys get the vibe that he kind of enjoyed doing this?
Oh yeah.
The fighting and whatnot. I think he liked it.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I guess that leads us to Scotland.
Yeah. Is that where Scarlet Witch and Vision are?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we next go to Scarlet Witch and Vision that are kind of off the grid, having a romantic getaway with a
Can I
weird.
pause for a moment?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is happening for Andrew too, but your Discord sounding weird, Eric. You're gargling almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys understand me?
Yes, it was just weird. But you can go on. I just wasn't sure if it was you changed your position or something like that.
I can shift up maybe. Hang on. How about now?
That sounds better.
All right. Yeah, Scarlet Witch, Vision hanging out. They get attacked, and Vision gets.
Take a drink every time Vision gets stabbed.
Oh yeah, he gets stabbed and Professor X'd almost immediately.
Yep. But yeah, so they really did not let Vision shine in that movie. Fuck.
No.
I don't think he attacked anyone really. He just kind of defended himself against
Specifically,
the one guy. Yeah.
He shot 2 lasers.
Yeah, he tried his best, alright?
I mean, he shot 2 lasers and it got cut in half by his thing and he just proceeded to destroy some more shit.
Correct.
But he didn't really do much. I don't know. I think they really depower Vision in these movies.
I think they
he should
have
be
to.
much stronger than they make him out to be.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. They do what they can to take him out immediately, so they don't have. They write him out immediately.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a Thor situation where they have to kind of either make him a bitch or give him other things to do because like the power is just a little greater than everyone else there. It was kind of like the same thing in like Civil War. Like I had a problem with the fact that like Scarlet Witch could easily counter Vision, but like she got her power from the thing that powers him. So like I would think that he is stronger. It'd be like a child trying to like fight his parents. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the thing. I think they're kind of wasting that character a little bit.
I'm hoping he comes back as like a gray Vision without the Soul Stone, and then he's still relatively strong, and then we can get some good Vision time.
Without the Mind Stone.
What did I say?
Soul.
Oops.
Fucking nerd.
God damn, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go walk into the ocean. I've disgraced myself.
You kind of have. This is your shit.
I know.
We asked this in a previous trivia episode, questions about color of the stones.
I know.
Yeah, dick.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the Infinity of Wars. But yeah, so Vision gets nerfed as hell. There's a fight. Captain America comes in. Everyone in the theater instantly orgasms.
Looking as dad as ever.
Nicole,
Bad as ever.
your girlfriend, sorry, Clayton, your girlfriend said to me after the movie that she never once found Chris Evans attractive until she saw Infinity War.
Yeah, I know. She said that to me too. I was like, well, you're wrong, but like... Yeah.
That's what I said.
Of course it is. Yeah, fuck, man. Chris Evans gets me wet. Especially the beard is good, too. God. Oh, yes. Anyways, but yeah, so the, what do we call Captain America's, Steve Rogers' group?
The Rebels. The Rebel Alliance.
The Rebel Alliance? Alright, cool. So the Rebel Alliance shows up and saves the fuck out of Vision and Scarlet Witch because they're kind of getting their asses kicked by, was it Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you guys know the... Anyways, alright. So, yeah, they do great things like talking and more talking and Captain America being inspiring and talking. And eventually everyone there decides to go to Wakanda because...
Before they recruit Ant-Man and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ant-Man and Hawkeye are written out immediately as having family issues to deal with.
Yep. So I really hope Hawkeye's wife and kids just get ashed, and that's why he's got to come back.
Fuck, that'd be savage. I mean, he has a pretty decent-sized family, like 5 people in the family, for not including him. So, like, odds are, like, at least 1 or 2 of them are gone now.
Some of them, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that would make a good reason for him to be like...
I mean, you got a 1 in 2 chance.
Yeah, exactly, a 50-50 chance, and there's 5 people in the family. I guarantee they are not going to take out Hawkeye. So that means his wife or his kids, or at least 1 or 2 of them, got to be gone now.
I could see them totally fucking over Hawkeye and just killing his whole family.
Just all 4 of them are gone except for him. He's really going to come back and be like, Rogers, what the fuck did you just do? Why is my family gone? And they're going to be like, well, guess where you were? You weren't helping us.
Yeah, do you know what we really could have used? A well-timed distraction arrow.
Distraction arrow.
Made you look.
I fucking love Hawkeye, so I'm not even gonna like cheer for him. I actually really enjoy Hawkeye in these movies. I think he's great, but
in Avengers 2, like I rewatched it before Infinity War. He was really good in Avengers 2. Like he provided a lot of comic relief in like a very appropriate way. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of nerfed almost all of Avengers 1 because he's under Loki's control. But Avengers 2, like Hawkeye's like he's so funny. Basically, every interaction between Hawkeye and Quicksilver makes me chuckle. Or should I call him... never mind, I was going to make a pun about Quicksilver being shot, but I couldn't think of anything fast enough, so...
Not quick enough, Silver.
Fast lead.
quick lead. I don't know, anyway, moving on. Yeah, I mean, that would be a way to bring that Man and Hawkeye back into it for both of them. It's just like dusting some of their friends, and they're going to be like, guys, keep me.
Yeah.
I think Hank Pym's done.
I think Lewis is done. Louise?
Louis, no! Don't take him away! I He's gonna tell the story
Good
really,
for this
really well.
world.
Yeah, honestly. Fuck. I mean, Hank Pym really doesn't serve any purpose past inventing the suits and slightly mentoring Ant-Man and Wasp.
And I think it'll make a really good story point where in Ant-Man and the Wasp, the whole movie is going to be like kind of built around getting back his wife. He's going to get his wife back and then turn to Ash.
Or just the wife turns to Ash.
Oh my god.
I like it.
Can you imagine just the whole movie? It's just a mission to save Janet Van Dyne.
Michelle
and
Pfeiffer.
As soon as they get her out, fucking Ash. That's it. She's the only one.
I'm okay with that.
That's just horrible people you are. Christ.
So I guess they're back on Wakanda, and a giant army of four-armed alien monsters start attacking.
Those were terrifying, by the way.
Yep.
Like no consciousness, no morality. Just fucking these are like monsters.
Bred
These are,
to kill.
Wild, crazy, rabid monsters that just want to fucking kill shit.
Yeah, do you think they're like genetically engineered, or they don't actually explain where they're from, right? So
I don't know if it matters.
I guess. I mean, I was thinking about it, but
That's fair.
What you think doesn't matter.
Yeah,
wow,
Clayton.
Right. Apparently, I'm just fucking Hank Pym's wife now. Fuck. Anyways,
I mean,
those were intense.
Yeah, so
One of my
they
favorite
skirmish.
shots of the whole movie was everyone doing the classic armies running towards each other.
And then Captain America and Black Panther just pull ahead. Yeah, that was so funny. They're all running together, and then all fucking T'Challa are just like leagues ahead of everyone else in that party, just going.
I don't even know how they filmed that. But it just looks so cool. Just seeing these guys run so much faster than everyone else, and
It
just
was
being
cool.
guys. Yeah.
It's because those are both really cool heroes, and
Yeah.
I only had half of them. The whole entire fight was actually really good. There's pretty much no point in the latter half of that movie where every single freaking time any good guy touched a bad guy, the fight was just insanely awesome. So, the whole entire Wakanda sequence is just scene after scene of intense awesomeness.
The chanting gave me chills. I was getting so fired up.
You feel like you're about to fight. You're like, let's go, and then you're like, never mind, because those things would instantly, and I would die really quickly. But
Oh boy.
you guys go take care of it, yeah.
Clayton, we wouldn't make it to the front line. Our lungs would give out in the run.
We have asthma attacks in the back.
All the Avengers and in-shape Wakandans would just trample us.
Yeah.
Because we're just sheerly not on their physical level.
Not even fucking remotely close. You know how it'd be very, very similar to how Captain America and T'Challa take ahead of everyone else, except for we would just be significantly behind everyone else. It'd be the exact opposite.
Captain America and T'Challa are 2 times speed. Everyone else is 1 time speed. We're 0.5.
Yeah. We'll catch up, guys. Just don't you worry.
Save us some alien.
Save me a couple. I need to die before they get ashed. So.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I guess they keep fighting, and then there's a good fight with Black Widow. I can't remember her name from Black Panther. That one's not Okoye, is it? It's
Okoye.
It is? Okay, good. I need to see that movie again to get all the names.
Yeah.
And
Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
Versus Proxima Midnight.
And that's a good fight.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good fight.
And then Thor pops down.
Yeah, Thor, Moody Groot, and Rocket.
Yeah, that's why they had to exclude Thor for so long, because
He's too strong.
so incredibly OP.
Yeah, especially as soon as he gets Stormbreaker, he's very, very unstoppable.
And even without that, his light up eye shit that he got, in the last movie,
Well,
next level.
without that, he's very strong. With Stormbreaker at his side, no one in that army. I don't even without the Infinity Stones and the Gauntlet. I think Thor and Stormbreaker might actually just also beat Thanos.
Well, he was about 5 inches from almost beating Thanos.
Shitting for the head. But fuck. Yeah, that one hurt. Anyways, Yeah, they come in. I mean, there's a really good interaction between Bucky and Rocket, which made me laugh a lot.
I'm gonna steal that armor.
I'm gonna get that on him.
I really liked the Steve Rogers Groot one. I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers, yeah, fuck. The Guardians and the Avengers, or half the Guardians, I guess. Actually, I guess overall, all the Avengers will meet at least one Guardian, vice versa. But, anyways.
I liked when, I think it was Winter Soldier, like, picks up Rocket and they do, like, the spinning.
Yeah, they're spinning around shooting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was fun. The whole entire fucking fight was fun with everyone. And then, yeah, sadness ensues. They fight, they win for a bit, and they lose.
I think one thing to say before that is everyone predicted Vision getting his fucking head ripped out.
Yup.
Yeah.
But that brings up the thing I wanted to bookmark a little earlier. I think he genuinely enjoyed what he was doing because he entertained Scarlet Witch and, like, having the struggle for, like, her to kill him and then him to get to her. Like, he entertained that fight and let her kill him and then just reverse time.
Yep. No problem at all.
What a fucking dick.
Yeah, that was savage. That was really freaking mean. I felt sincerely bad.
Like, you know what, Thanos?
Scarlet Witch.
That was mean.
That was just, it was like, that wasn't necessary. That was just rude. He did that as a cruel joke, but, like, taking cruel jokes onto a whole entire other level, absolute insane amounts of cruel, like, that was just mean.
Like, he just fully just entertained her for the fucks of it. Just for shits.
Yeah, like, not only did her have to shatter as she watched the one she loved die, she had to kill the one she loved so she could watch him die again and know nothing she did not. Like, just mean. They're just mean. Fuck him.
So now, one thing about the Time Stone that I have a question about is, I think that they're doing time travel in the sense that it's only in one confined space.
Yeah, I
Like, he didn't turn back the whole thing of time. He just turned back time on that one area. And like Doctor Strange just turned it back on time on, like, Thor's beer or on the apple or on, like, the Dormammu interaction, which I guess is kind of like a next level up. But I don't think it's like a mass time travel thing.
Yeah, I don't think it turns back the universe this time. I think it's just kind of like the area that you can control, essentially, the area that you turn back specifically. So you can turn back
like the happenstance of something.
Yeah,
I think if you get both the time and the space stone, you could do whole universe level shit, though.
I mean, you probably could. I think you just have the option.
True.
Whereas most time machines, you do all or nothing, right? But this one's kind of like, you can choose whatever the fuck you want, because you now have the soul stone, the time stone. I almost pulled an Eric there.
I guess that's it, other than end credit, which was Nick Fury and Maria Hill disappearing as Nick Fury frantically uses a 1990s beeper.
To summon, yeah, I don't know how she's gonna receive the signal, but we're just gonna give the benefit of the doubt on that one.
It's a cosmic beeper.
The cosmic beeper, yeah. I mean, I assume she's in space, and that's why she hasn't shown up before. So.
Yep.
I just want to talk for a quick second about should have aimed for the head. I know we kind of touched on it, but like, he gets it real good, and then he's struggling, and then he just pulls himself together and delivers that line, snapping half of the universe out of existence.
Should we do a small memorial for all the characters lost?
Just like a moment of silence?
Yeah, like, should we name them or just take a moment, like,
I mean, we can name them, or we can, as we talk about each character, just have like a straight up dead right off the bat, and then talk about that character.
I could pull up a list, and then we could just wrap off through them real quick.
Yeah, but like,
in
memoriam. Go through them, and like a moment of silence for all of our fallen heroes.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
Loki.
dead.
Heimdall. Gamora. Black Panther, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Winter Soldier, Scarlet Witch, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy except for Rocket, Nick Fury, Maria Hill, and I think that's about everyone.
Falcon.
Winter Soldier, Falcon. This list isn't complete. Who else?
I think that's it.
So yeah, R.I.P. for now.
Yeah, simply for now. We all know they're going to come back no matter what Marvel executives say, but...
Now, I think Loki's probably gone for good.
Yeah, I think, from what I can tell, the people who died before the snap are actually gone, and then the people who died after, like, the people who died from the snap, like, the people who vanished from existence, they're obviously going to come back. Like,
I'm going to agree with you, but put an asterisk beside Gamora.
I don't know.
I think she's trapped in the Soul Stone.
I think she's also in the Soul Stone.
I guess, but, like, I feel like this is kind of weak to bring her back.
I don't know.
I would leave her dead if I was making the decision. I would say everyone before the snap is gone. Like, what do we gain from bringing Gamora back as opposed to everyone else? Like, Thor just gets a shitty day and his brother's gone for good, but Star-Lord gets to be happy.
Yeah, but it's different because Thanos just straight up killed Loki and Heimdall, whereas he sacrificed Gamora to get the Soul Stone. So
I'm not saying their deaths aren't different. I'm just saying, what do we gain from bringing her back?
we
A
gain...
complete cast of Guardians for Guardians 3.
That's a better franchise than Thor that doesn't need Loki anymore now that we have a Korg and Meeg.
Do we really need Gamora either?
I think so.
Why? She's like the lamest Guardian.
No, I think there needs to be Gamora for Quill, or Quill's just gonna get annoying.
I agree.
I don't know. I think the impact of leaving Gamora dead is greater than just bringing her back because you can.
Oh, and this is Marvel. They're not gonna kill anyone.
I guess it is Marvel. If it was DC, she'd be gone.
Oh, she'd be real dead.
Just like their connected universe.
Silence. Well, do we
want to go through the characters?
We can. We've been recording for an hour.
We could make it an hour and a little bit.
I'm good.
What are we gonna go through for the characters though? Like, are we gonna
Just like a quick little good, bad, quick thoughts, maybe. Or
Sure.
we don't have to at all.
I mean, if I'm down, I have nowhere to be. If you guys want,
I'm good.
Same.
You want to just go like through groups like Avengers, Guardians?
Well, I have a list here, so we can just go through the list.
Sure, go for
Okay, so Wong.
Wait,
I think he served his purpose. He did well in that first fight.
he did. He got like one dismemberment and an invitation to a wedding.
Yeah, someone has to protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, you know?
Do we think he's alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're gonna need him for the upcoming events.
Fair enough.
Okay, Hulk, or more specifically, I should
Bruce
say Bruce Banner.
I mean, I quite enjoyed his arc during the story.
I also really liked it. Kind of not wanting to come out yelling no.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I still think it's because he's scared.
so do I.
I think it's because he just kind of got bullied real bad, and now he just doesn't want to come into his room.
Yeah, like
Exactly. He's at that age. If we're doing the whole entire Hulk is
2.
born when he's created and he's growing up as he's in control of the body. Hulk is around that age. He got beat up and he doesn't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought he was fucking hilarious as well. So,
Yep.
Loki, I enjoyed his parts. I think this really showed how, like, he was, for one of the first times, just not in control of the situation.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh, yeah, no, kill him. But then he's going to actually kill him. So it's like, okay, no, take this, but I'm going to try to kill you too. And it doesn't work. I think it just kind of put a perspective. I think he did a very good job at setting the tone.
Yeah.
And R.I.P.
R.I.P. Tom Hiddleston.
Okay, Nebula.
I liked Nebula. I mean, I like Nebula all the time she's in the movies. I think she's a fun character. She didn't do a whole lot, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, she didn't really do much for me. She could replace Gamora
She could.
as a Guardian, maybe.
Isn't she already technically a Guardian?
I think so. I think she had a jacket on in
I'm pretty sure she
Two.
counts as of Guardians too.
Oh, okay.
So,
Or at least like an acquaintance.
yeah, but she's in most of the Guardians.
Part-time Guardian.
Like,
Yeah, that's
her and Yondu were on like equal levels of Guardianness before Yondu RIP'd us. So,
True. Okay, next up. Got Heimdall. R.I.P.
Another script RIP.
Yep, he
Yeah,
died.
I mean, he served his purpose in sending the Hulk to Earth.
And not being the Soul Stone.
Yeah, and then promptly paid for it. He was in the Soul Stone. Sorry, Matt Hat.
Yep.
M'Baku didn't really do much, didn't see him too much. He had some cool chants, though.
He was certainly chanting.
I mean, I like M'Baku. He was pretty cool.
Shuri.
She did her job.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I think she's gonna be okay.
I don't think she disappeared. So.
I think they're gonna have her be a new Black Panther if they decide to fully keep the characters killed. No, I know.
I can't see it, but I mean, technically she would be.
Yeah, but they don't have any more of the flower left.
Exactly, that's my concern.
They do have one.
No, he took it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know. Grow some more. Fuck.
Yeah,
Science.
They don't technically have any more of that plant. They technically can't make another Black Panther.
Science.
Unless they do comic book bullshit where they just have more, but.
Groot. He was
Great.
cute. I liked him.
Dad.
I thought he was
I liked
fantastic.
this Groot better than Baby Groot, personally. I don't know. Baby Groot really didn't do much for me. He just was kind of there to sell toys and look cute and, like, effective. But, I don't know. I like angsty, moody Groot way better.
I just like all Groots. Groot's
Yeah.
He needs a special place in my heart where very little people can get to because he's Groot.
Another thing that they confirmed is that, like, this isn't the original Groot.
Yeah,
Like,
it's his son.
It's the son of Groot.
It's an offspring. Groot, son of Groot. Or if he was to tell you, I am Groot, I am Groot.
So I have a theory that Groot isn't his real name, and Rocket actually has no idea what he's saying.
I mean, but Thor knows what he's saying. It was in Electromagnetic.
So my guess is Groot's real name is Twig. No, not Twig. No, that's what Yondu called him. What did Thor call him in the movie? He had a name for him. I don't know.
What did Thor keep calling Rocket? Was it a bunny?
Rabbit.
Or a rabbit?
Rabbit. Another animal. They just seem to call him any animal that is a rabbit point. Any other small rodent.
Falcon didn't really do much. Had some good kicks.
Yep, he certainly flipped and kicked.
Him and War Machine did essentially the same thing, which was space holes for characters. They just
And shoot things from the air.
Yeah, they just shot things from the air, and one of them disappeared. Namely this one, Falcon.
If you guys ever go back and rewatch any MCU movies, I would like to propose a drinking game.
Okay.
It's take a drink anytime there's a big kick.
Just
Because I noticed this when I was watching the movies before. Like, I watched Avengers 1, Civil War, Cap 2, Avengers 2, and yeah, that's it. There's some big kicks. Like, they like the kicks in the MCU.
Noted.
So just keep your eyes open.
I'll keep that in mind next time I'm watching them.
Drax
Fantastic, like always.
had some good lines. Yeah.
Yeah, his
He was
one-liners
the
are
same
always
character. Just kind of did the same thing with the role. Had his moments, which I'm okay with.
Yep.
Okay, next up we got Okoye, who's cool in that lady fight scene.
Yep.
The lady fight, yeah, she's gonna be relatively sad now.
Yeah.
She'll be sad, Koye.
Aww. Bucky really needs a haircut.
Yep.
Rest in peace, White Wolf.
Yeah. He had some cool moments. I liked his moments with Rocket the best.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he didn't really
Too much.
do much. I mean, Captain America didn't really do much at the end of the day. Like, I don't think he was that huge a part in the movie.
I mean, he was more of a figurehead than an actual, like...
Yeah, for sure. It's just, I'm surprised how little he was in it, you know?
Well, like, Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't much more opportunity to put him in, basically. Like, he wasn't, like, powerful enough to, like, do any of the big roles against Thanos. Because, like, he is only just, like, a super soldier. But, like, he's more valuable for his leadership than he is for his, like, actual power. And, I mean, he's in there about as much as appropriate, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Black Widow.
Good.
Did her shit.
Yep.
Hot as ever.
Yep.
I don't like the hair.
No.
I think it's fine.
I like the red hair better.
I
Me
was
too.
looking at her butt the whole time anyway, so. Man, Scarlett Johansson's butt is, like, really nice.
Yeah.
Anyways.
War Machine.
Good as Falcon.
Yep. What War Machine does, and that's
I liked his some of his new weapons, where like he dropped all those fucking
the fucking napalm.
bombs and shit. Yeah, that was cool. Yep, that's it. That's the one. That's the one. Mantis. Surprisingly useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about as useful as you can get when you're still losing.
Yeah, I mean, like, she put him out for a decent amount of time. Like, that was helpful.
If it wasn't for her, we would have lost a lot of dramatic effects.
Yes.
I mean, she still has good one-liners, too, so. Her and Drax.
I ship it. Black Panther. Good runner.
Yep. Definitely.
Good runner, alright.
Definitely good.
Good chance.
Oh yeah, up there with one of the top 2 chanters in the movie.
Definitely top 2.
Wakanda Forever, boys.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Anyways.
Star-Lord?
Who?
What? I missed that. What?
Oh, I said who.
Oh. Yeah. R.I.P. But I liked his stuff with Thor. Like, that's the thing that stands out with me the most in the movie. Just that whole, like, interaction. Like, so funny.
Have you guys seen the Star-Lord memes?
I don't think so.
No, I haven't.
Okay. We can talk later then.
Okay. Captain America. We kind of already talked about him a little bit.
Yeah.
One thing is that scene from the trailer where he's holding up the gauntlet. You know what none of us, or at least I didn't think of? Thanos has another hand.
Yeah.
He just got fucking rocked.
By the other hand, yeah? I guess that's fair.
Yeah, he has another hand. Never thought of that.
Poor planning 101.
I always think of the second hand.
He was doing his best.
Yeah.
He put in a valiant effort.
Vision, we kind of already talked about.
Yeah.
We already went over him.
Dead as shit. Spider-Man. I liked him. Lots of fun. Cool suit.
Iron Spider was fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome, that movie.
Worst/best death.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. Fuck.
Gamora.
Did her job.
She served the plot.
Yeah, I honestly haven't really liked Gamora that much. I don't really care that much, but...
Is it because she's green?
No, it's because I find her character very boring. She's basically Drax, but not funny. She just fights with swords. She has nothing for me.
Rocket. Loved.
Yeah.
I always love Rocket. He's probably my favorite Guardian, so...
Probably same.
Bradley Cooper going.
Yeah, that space rabbit.
Space Rabbit. Yeah, he's the only fucking Guardian left, though. I guess Nebula, if you...
Yeah.
Man, like, Guardians really got decimated in this movie, though.
Yeah, I'm curious how Tony Stark and Nebula are going to get off Titan, because they don't exactly have a ship anymore.
My guess?
I could figure something out.
I'm gonna say he's gonna use some tech from Leftover on Titan and a bit from Nebula to make the spacesuit, the Iron Man space one.
I'm gonna predict that he's gonna go in a cave and make a spaceship.
Ooh, good thought.
Are there gonna be terrorists in that inside cave or no?
I hope so.
Yeah, there's 3 people left on Titan, and they're gonna want to use the Stark spaceship.
Stark spaceship, yeah. Alright.
Scarlet Witch, fine. She moved her hands.
I'm actually really like Scarlet Witch, but like she also like didn't do. I mean, she's strong as shit, but like she didn't do that much because most of her time was babysitting Vision. So
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I don't think she doesn't like do much for me. I'm still kind of salty that she's kind of incorporated because, like, you know, the whole X-Men thing.
Yeah.
It's like a gray area, which I wish they just picked like a different telepath, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the X-Men kind of suck anyways, though. Like the movie,
agree.
not the characters, the movie. So
I agree.
except for Quicksilver, actually, ironically, he's much better in the X-Men movies. But
Significantly. And alive.
and alive, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Iron Man.
Probably
I
one of my
thought
favorite
Robert-
Christmas movie.
I agree. I thought he really kind of carried the show. Like, they really kind of put him at the foreground. And as always, I liked what Robert Downey Jr. did with the character. I thought he was well done in terms of like being kind of arrogant and snarky with certain interactions, but then also feeling the weight of the consequences of what is to come.
Yeah, I mean, as Eric knows pretty well, like, I really don't like Iron Man as a character.
Okay.
Man, but in this movie specifically, I very much enjoyed Iron Man. So, like, that just goes to show, like, in this movie, he really like they did this movie really well for Iron Man. Like, he was pretty cool and like his storyline went really well. So
I liked his interactions with Doctor Strange because they're both narcissistic,
Arrogant
egotistical
assholes.
people.
yeah, fuck.
I'm kind of sad that they didn't at least once compliment each other's facial hair, but
Disappointing.
because I think that would have been just a really funny touch. Like, you're a dick, but good fucking goatee.
Are we talking about Doctor Strange now? I zoned out.
We were talking about Iron Man.
Okay, good.
We got Thor next. OP, cool. I really like the short hair Thor.
Yeah.
Ever since they cut his hair, I've liked him. I ever liked him before they cut his hair.
I mean, I liked him before and after. His movies have gotten much better, and by movies I mean I guess he's in two, but I mean Thor's like just strong as shit, and you can tell. Like as soon as he enters a fight, the fucking tide just changes. So, but yeah, I mean, it'll be weird to see. I'm like at a loss for what they're gonna do for this next movie. I really don't know where they're going with this. So
Yeah. And Doctor Strange.
I thought he was the best character in the movie.
I really liked him.
so we moved his hands as well.
Oh, for sure. And he duplicated himself. He did some cool cape tricks.
We had the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak. We had the Winds of Watum. We got real magic.
Yeah, I loved him in this movie. I think Benedict Cumberbatch kind of got into groove with the character at this point, and I really enjoyed the Doctor Strange character in this more than his movie. That's just my opinion, but I very much enjoyed, especially how central he was to the plot, because he's not included in any other Avengers movie. He wasn't in Civil War, but he wasn't really around.
Yeah.
But I really liked his inclusion in this. I thought it was very, very well done.
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's going to be pretty central, seeing as he's one of the two stone on Earth, so.
Yeah.
Well, starting on Earth.
And last but not least, Daddy himself, Thanos.
Daddy.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I loved it.
Yep. I actually wanted to ask you, Andrew, how did you feel? Because he didn't wear the helmet that much, so how did you feel about the forehead?
I thought he looked so much better in that flashback scene. He just looked fucking badass. But I think this kind of speaks on behalf of how I felt. His character and dialogue and motivation and actions were so good. I wasn't really thinking about how he looked.
Yeah, I know. I was just making the joke because he made the comment
Yeah,
about the
I do wish he was wearing a cooler thing other than a wife beater spacesuit.
fucking grimace. I mean, I just think it goes to show how fucking nonchalant and how he's really not worried about being beaten by these heroes though.
No.
He's not wearing his war armor. because he's just not concerned. He's pretty much got it down pat at this point. So.
Yeah, I loved him in this movie. I thought it was incredibly well done.
Oh yeah, Thanos kicked ass. Marvel's had a few good villains in the past. Most of them haven't been that great. Thanos, fantastic.
Tremendous. They did a really good job of capturing what I was expecting from the character, which is great because I'm pretty sure I've got a very average view of these. Like, I've read a couple comics, I enjoy the movies, and they did great.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just cut off there. I don't know if you were Discord cut out or if you just ended the sentence there. I can't really tell because it was a weird tone to end the sentence on, so I'm not really sure.
That's fair. I think I cut out.
Okay, that's fine then. Anyways, so yeah, is there any more characters?
That would be it. We kind of already talked about all the other side characters, but that's pretty much it for the Avengers and Thanos. I think an important thing to also acknowledge is that it's been 10 years of MCU movies, and they've been teasing Thanos for 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's very impressive and very good in terms of reception of the film that they actually paid off that anticipation for this villain.
Yeah.
I mean, I was very, very anticipated. No, that's not how words work. Yes, I'm just gonna. Yep.
Yes.
Do you guys want to give it a rating?
Sorry?
Do you guys want to give it a rating now? Or do we have anything else to say?
Oh, true, yeah, we gotta do the ratings, the famous, I use famous in quotations.
I assume so.
Mediocre ratings.
Who wants to go first?
I don't have anything up yet.
I'll go first. I'll give this movie 7 Asgardian electives.
I'm gonna give it 1 additional hand.
Alright. I'm gonna give it 42 grimaces.
Well, it's been a long pod, so if you don't want to talk about S.H.I.E.L.D., I totally understand that. But if you do, S.H.I.E.L.D. finished with a very small Infinity War tie-in that I was kind of disappointed with, but just the Infinity War tie-in, not the finale.
Well, why don't you just put the Infinity War tie-in, talk about that briefly, because that's part of this Infinity War podcast, just do the rest of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
and then
in the next podcast we can talk about Deadpool and S.H.I.E.L.D., because Deadpool won't take nearly as long as Infinity War did to talk about, so.
Fair enough.
And then we can also do some of the CW finales as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have watched any of them.
Yeah, because Supergirl is still, I think, 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then Arrow's done, Black Lightning's done.
Flash is tomorrow.
The Flash is done tomorrow.
Yeah, so anyways, so go on with the Infinity War tie-in.
Well, so in this season of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're trying to stop someone from destroying the world. They go meet some aliens who have been protecting, in quotes, the Earth from invasion. By that means they're just taking our resources, waiting for Thanos to come and destroy Earth. So the main villain of the end of the season gears up, gets a bunch of superpowers, and is trying to become super strong to stop Thanos. Essentially, all we get was one of the characters going, hey, did you see that thing that happened in New York? And then nothing, no one got turned to ash off screen. There wasn't a mention to anything, and I'm a little upset about that.
Yeah, that sounds like an opportunity wasted to not, ash anyone.
They did name drop Thanos, though.
They did. I was pretty excited about that.
I guess, but that really beat me odds that none of the characters S.H.I.E.L.D. got dusted.
So my guess is that the last little bit of the finale took place over probably a day or two, and season 6 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to start off with someone getting ashed, and that'll be that. But I doubt that'll happen.
I certainly hope so.
I think another thing to consider is yes, the odds were 50-50, but that's still 4.5 billion people that didn't get ashed.
Very
that's
true.
Quite a lot of people.
But
yeah, but if you take it macro to micro scale, it'll still be around a 50-50 ratio. Obviously there'll be outliers and stuff, but Like,
Yeah.
you imagine in a TV show, they're not going to leave you just like all of a sudden like, oh yeah, these 8 to 10 characters, I don't actually know how many are in S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore, all happen to be outliers, and none of them got affected. Scratching back
But
of head.
my like.
I'm
Go ahead, Andrew.
also curious how Thanos kind of does this like probability, because like, what if some areas are highly concentrated just by chance? Like, is it biased at all, or is it like, no, we're gonna break it up into certain categories, or it's just like totally random?
My
Totally
understanding is per planet, like 50% of every or like per species almost, like 50% of every species essentially. So
like, how would that work due to distribution?
I think it's just a yes or a no. It's just
Yeah.
every person is either a yes or a no.
Imagine every single member of the species passing through an entry gate, and it randomizes on a 50-50 ratio. One of them goes this way, the other one goes the other way, and then
Yeah.
But I'm under the impression that it happened like per planet or per species essentially, because that kind of goes with the whole entire. Because otherwise, it is technically statistically possible that whole entire planet's wiped out and the whole entire other planet's left alone, and that kind of defeats the purpose of his whole entire goal. So that's
And
why
then
I
was it
imagine.
just sentient species, or like animals too?
Yeah, or bacteria. Like, does half the bacteria on all the living people just get destroyed? Like,
That I do not know.
I think a little fun thing to include is that did Thanos kill me site or whatever?
I'm dead, so.
I made it.
I died.
Did you do it, Eric?
I don't think so, but I'm assuming I died. I just, in those types of things, I'd be a first-gen zombie. I wouldn't have made it, let's be honest.
Man, you gotta do a website. I made my brother do it, and he was also slain, so I high-fived him because we were dead together. So.
Nice. Yeah, send me that link and I'll do it.
Oh, Nicole also died, so me and my brother, Nicole, and Andrew. No, Andrew still survived. Me and my brother and Nicole died, so.
Wow.
I'm fine with dying, man. If I don't, it's fine. It's like the least painful death ever. You just stop existing. It's
Yeah.
like, alright, fine. I don't know.
Could be worse. Could be half of all population gets hit by a slow-moving car.
A Zamboni.
Yeah, the podcast has been pretty long, so I'll put it up later. Yeah, so I was gonna talk to you guys. Thanos is right, but it's been probably pretty long. That discussion could go a while, so maybe we'll do that another time or just off podcast.
Sure.
I think off podcast is a better time for that that subject.
That
What
would be
exactly
a
did you want to
conversation.
bring up?
Whether or not you think Thanos is right.
I think maybe we could save that. I think that'd be an interesting talk to have.
Yeah, I think it'd be an interesting thing to discuss, but we definitely don't have time right now. Cause
And more importantly, why didn't you just use the reality stone to change it so that there's twice as many resources? Anyways,
I think that's because he's insane.
Or, anyway, yeah, we'll go into more of this later. We can actually have more like the lasting impact past the movie or something like that.
Well,
yeah.
it has been a marathon of one, gentlemen.
A good comeback from the break.
Yep. Thank you for everyone who suffered through all of this. If you enjoyed this, please tell a friend, hit a like button somewhere, do something that
Or
excites
tell
you.
tell an enemy.
Tell an enemy, especially if you hate it.
Punish them with this terrible content.
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
A view is a view.
Oh boy.
So if you want to reach the show, which yet no one has, and I'm still waiting for erotic fan fiction from Clayton and Andrew, the email is themediocreco@outlook.com. We're on Twitter at themedicoreco. Thank you, I guess. And, goodbye.